Welcome back to the University of Limerick for match 3 that we are streaming. This one between Gravity 3 and Tribe Uproar Belfast. As Tribe wearing white jerseys against Gravity 3 and their green jersey. I'm delighted to be joined in commentary now by Aoife Blake. Aoife, thanks number one for joining me
no bother,
in
happy to be
commentary
here.
for this game. We Gemma Barry for the first 2 games, of course, is with TUB. Of course, that stands for Tribe Uproar Belfast, a club that have amalgamated 3 clubs into one and stay that are in possession. Aoife, you're looking forward to a good game.
Yeah, looking forward to watching this here. So they're playing to stay in the tournament basically and have a chance to get into the a crossover to get into the semi-final. So they'll be out to win this here,
Yes.
or it's knockout basically.
Yeah, first knockout game here as TUB take possession. And Anna Farrell in possession there, passing over towards the side. It's going to be deflected though, and it's going to be a change in possession for Gravity. So nerves, you'd imagine, between both teams in the early stages here, Aoife.
This is it. And Louise Pollard stepping up to take the disc. We've a good mix of experience on this Gravity 3 team here. So it'll be interesting to see how they all gel together and work it up. So here we have Katie Smith.
Good take there.
Oh, nice hook there. Will it stay in bounds? It's just gone out of bounds.
Yeah, Katie
so
Smith
be a change.
winning possession there for Gravity. The pass from their point of view, unfortunately, going out of bounds. So change of possession back to TUB.
Have we an injury there? Number 48. Let me see.
Yeah,
Hopefully not.
Erica
Hopefully
Dolan
she's just
on
gone
the
down.
TUB or the Gravity team. Sorry, seems to be struggling.
Yeah, so they might have we might have a substitution here, it looks like.
Yeah, there's a problem here for one of the Gravity players. Looks like they won't be able to continue from our vantage point. So number 61 coming on for Gravity. That's Lizzie O'Sullivan. Didn't start the game. So
Hopefully it's just a cramp. She might be able to come on and play later
it's going to be
points.
possession now for TUB.
Okay. Number 48. So there,
Yeah, it's Erica,
we might have a little hamstring cramp there.
Erica Dolan that's down injured for Gravity 3. So not the most auspicious of starts for them in the early stages here, but it's TUB with possession.
Here we go.
And it's Kirsten Fossett.
Another long put down. Oh, change in possession again there to Gravity 3. So Claire Pugh in possession here from Sligo.
Good interception though from the TUB side on that occasion. It was Sophie O'Brien.
Here we go. Oh, a nice floaty disc here.
Floaty pass, but
Yeah,
just doesn't go to her. A bit of nerves early on, definitely, Aoife, between the two sides.
absolutely. And I suppose, they'll settle in. They will settle in as the game goes on, and hopefully the mix of experience. Oh, that was a great grab. Just kept the feet in bounds.
Lou Pollard again in possession.
Okay, so that's just it.
Help from Emma
Confusion
Healy of the
about
Pels
inbounds.
team. The call was that Lou Pollard wasn't sure if she was in play, but Emma Healy, an innocent observer from the Pels side, confirming that she was in play. So Gravity in possession as they try and work the opening score of this game. Of course, knockout game. See if it mentions Lizzie O'Sullivan in possession.
Yeah, so
Goes
we've
backwards
back
to
to
Lou
Lou
Pollard.
Pollard. And we've quite experienced players here at the back. Claire Pugh again taking control of Gravity 3's offense. So here we go.
Yeah,
And
well
it's
out
just
of
gone
bounds.
out there.
Well out of bounds with that delivery in towards the end zone. So coming up to 4 minutes played here. In
That's
this IFDA Ultimate Frisbee Women's All-Ireland Championships at the University of Limerick. Of course, broadcast live on Pundit Arena's Facebook page. And we've no score as of yet between TUB and Gravity 3. Early stages here, as we mentioned. It's going to be TUB in possession. Just a slight discussion over where the disc went out of bounds, but about to get back underway. It's TUB that have the disc. Going in towards the middle, risky floaty pass, but it's well taken by Siri Rosendahl. And Rosendahl now looking for a short pass, finds Katie Smith. Katie Smith looking for the pass into the end zone or near the end zone. She's unlucky, just going out of bounds. But those final passes early on, Aoife, not going to plan for either side.
That's it. And I think just a little bit of lack of experience just in the cutting in the cutters of each team, is just for the first few minutes of this game, just kind of putting off both teams' offense. So hopefully they'll be able to just kind of get things together a little bit more as the play goes on. So here,
Lou Pollard
to Lizzie.
Pass into Lizzie O'Sullivan. Back to
Lou
Pollard
again. So we might see a lot of this experienced players working it up together. Here we have. Okay, Lou Pollard
again. Pass coming from Alice Chambers,
lovely cut there out of the stack. So here we go.
Aoife Murray in possession now. Pressured. Quickly getting the pass away though. It's Claire Pugh. Pugh going long with this one. Will do well to keep that in bounds, and just unlucky again. So we're seeing a lot of long passes heading towards the end zone, Aoife, but yet either side to get on the score sheet.
Yeah, there's, as you said, I suppose a few nerves at the beginning of this game. Also, I suppose both teams are desperate to just get that disc down towards the end zone and try and work it up from there. But they might have to be a bit more patient and just try and work it up amongst themselves. Claire Pugh intercepts there for Gravity 3 and to Lizzie O'Sullivan.
Back to Lizzie O'Sullivan. So Sullivan now trying to work it towards the end zone. Finds Lou Pollard, being very prominent in the early stages here as Pollard. Noticeable with the hat as well, but that pass doesn't go to plan for Gravity, and it's another change of possession. And Aoife, we've mentioned it a couple of times, has to be a bit of nerves between the two sides. Of course, the first knockout game of the competition, and naturally there's going to be a knock-on effect.
This is it. And also both teams have already played 2 tough games already this morning, so, and not, some have come straight from their previous game just now. So the legs are tired. It's harder to chase after that disc. Okay, here we go. We might have something.
Should be the first score of this game. It's well worked inside by the TUB side. I think it's Sophie O'Brien.
Yeah, Sophie for the score.
So Sophie for the first score for TUB of this game. It's a well worked score as well as they worked it down. Siri Rosendahl with the pass. It was a good take and immediately transferred by Anna Farrell into Sophie O'Brien. So that's the great start for TUB.
Yep. That's it. They'll have to try and keep up the intensity. It's hard after, having 2 games already. They know they've got 2 or 3 games ahead of them as well. So it's a long day, but they're putting in the effort here, both sides. A lot of interceptions, and TUB managed to pull it off there in the end. So we'll see how this next point turn out. TUB coming out on defense. We'll see what will they go man to man? Will they throw on a bit of a zone? We'll see what they do to try and shake up Gravity and get a break on them.
Yeah, it's Hannah Linney that's getting ready for the pull. She was just counting the numbers in the Gravity offense before she takes this pull. It's a low one, trying to give her defense a chance of getting up quickly on the Gravity side, but Gravity will take possession. And it's Claire Pugh. Of course, change of ends as well for both sides after that score. Claire Pugh with a risky one towards Lou Pollard, and it wasn't one. So change over on possession again, and it's TUB that have it. That's Catherine Sheehan. Of course, 2 number 14s on this TUB side, so we hope we have them right. We weren't confirmed with that before the game. And it's Hannah Linney again for TUB. There's a little slip on the Gravity side, and now it is Justina Juiaka, and it's a good pass from her into the middle towards
and number 13, who we don't have. This might be Catherine Sheehan. She might be one of our 14s.
It could be.
Okay.
There is a turnover in possession there by the very well supported Gravity side. Of course, 3 teams in this competition do Gravity, and they're getting the interception there, just knocking it out of bounds. So they will take possession back. Very tight marking as well, noticeably from these restarts when the disc is out of bounds.
Absolutely. Well, there was just maybe one mix-up there. Claire was completely free, but they managed to. Yeah. They've got the turn anyway. So TUB to take the disc again.
Yeah, disc has hit the ground.
So here's Sophie or Catherine.
Catherine.
Oh, and a D there from Gravity. So a lot of missed throws so far, but good interceptions at the same time. So We will see how the focus comes up.
Sullivan
Nice
with the pass down to Claire Pugh. Again, very prominent in the gravity side. She's gone long with the pass into the end zone. Taken brilliantly. Great score, equalising score by Alice Chambers on the gravity side. And just a quick response from gravity to level the game up.
And so this team, Gravity 3, have, as I said earlier, they've got a good mix of like between experienced players who have been playing for years, and then they have quite a few beginners on their team as well. So Gravity, just as a club, they have been doing great work, even just in the last year since COVID restrictions have lifted and everything. Great effort from Gravity to like get more and more people playing, and they've had great turnouts at their trainings and everything. So we can see here, they're working it up through their entire team. Hopefully the younger, the less experienced players might get more of a look in as the game progresses and they find their feet.
Yeah, Alice Chambers with the score in the end zone. Of course, learned to play frisbee in Berlin, and she's playing on now for the last 3 years. Of course, the assist coming from Claire Pugh, who, as Aoife mentioned, one of the most experienced players in this gravity side, former gravity captain, reigning European champion with Ireland. So plenty of experience in that gravity side, as we've mentioned, and that's the pull from the gravity side. Turnover of possession for TUB, and they're trying to get it moving quickly with
Kirsten Fossum on the disc.
Into the centre again to Anna Farrell.
Anna Farrell, who I think started playing to play frisbee in UCC, if I'm not mistaken.
Risky pass there, and it's taken
and they managed to keep it.
Yeah, that's Sophie O'Brien, we think. 2 number 14s, as we mentioned. We'll try and get that sorted as soon as we can. Pass comes inside, and it's still in possession for Kirsten Fossum. Fossum now, at the end, having only 10 seconds to get rid of the disc. Gets the pass away to Niamh Meehan, the captain of this side. Back again comes to Fossum. Fossum now looking for someone in the end zone. Risky overhead pass, and a fantastic pass it is. Second score for TUB right on the 12-minute mark, and we think it's Sophie O'Brien again that has got it. So it's either Sophie O'Brien or Catherine Sheen. We'll try, as I mentioned,
we'll try and figure it out as the game goes on.
But either way, it's another score for TUB.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that was a great hammer in there from 27.
Yeah, it came in from...
I think it was 23.
In fact, it was Kirsten Fossum.
Kirsten Fossum. Oh,
just
21.
went over the top.
My mistake.
And a very good take inside from Sophie O'Brien. So, 2-1 to TUB, as we mentioned earlier.
Yeah.
Tribe Uproar Belfast Club, created in 2019 and 20 between 3 clubs, Galway, Tribe and Uproar, and Belfast Ultimate, as they all struggled to have enough numbers with their own clubs to independently field women's teams. So made the decision to have sufficient numbers by joining together, and have had several opportunities to train in the last couple of months as COVID restrictions ease. So TUB making their first appearance. Yeah, it's a very vastly experienced gravity side and part, and it's a good pull from TUB. Taken quickly though by Lou Pollard, and it's now Lizzie O'Sullivan in possession for gravity, being marked tightly by Eva Hanaskova. Gets the pass away though, and it's Alice Chambers, the scorer on the gravity 3 side. Back to Lou Pollard. Pollard down the line, finds her way to Erica Dolan. Dolan back to...
Oh, good job there of Lou Pollard to get that before it hits the ground.
Pollard
and a nice shot over.
Yeah, well worked here by gravity down the pitch. It's Claire Pugh again, looking for an option in the end zone. Doesn't seem to be there. Forced to go backwards to Lizzie O'Sullivan, and back to Pugh again.
And so we can see TUB here are forcing towards the far sideline, but Gravity are managing it to jam it up that sideline. And is it a goal?
It's a score. It is indeed a goal.
Is there any
the game advisor on that far side has given it. It's Erica Dolan that got into the end zone from the pass, and that's all square again, and a very patient move from the Gravity offense on that occasion, Aoife.
Absolutely. And at times Gravity did well to swing it across the pitch and to get it to the break side, which is the opposite side to what TUB were trying to force them towards. So they did a good job of making their way across the pitch there, but again, still managed, when it got to that sideline, they managed to jam it in there and get the score. So we'll see now Gravity 3 coming out on defense here, and we'll see what they do. If they could get a break here, that would be a great advantage if they could get this score. And we'll see. It's anyone's game really at this point.
Yeah, wide open contest between these two evenly matched teams. We have had that confirmed. It is Sophie O'Brien who got those two scores for TUB. So it's Sophie with the green shorts, and it's then Catherine Sheehan, that was the other number 14 on this side. So Sophie wearing the green shorts as Gravity get us back underway. It's not the best of pulls from Lou Pollard. It's rolling away.
Yeah, well, it ended up not too bad.
It ended up okay. It wasn't the prettiest of pulls. Yeah. Not ideal, as you mentioned, Aoife, but TUB take a good possession there. It's their number 80, Katie Smith.
Oh, and a great D there.
Yeah, great
by
bit of work
Katrina.
from Alice Chambers.
Catherine Sheehan.
So turnover and possession now for Gravity, and Lou Pollard taking possession of the disc. Katie Smith counting out the 10 seconds, but Pollard, lovely pass to Chambers, and 3 attempts to try and catch the disc. Unlucky in the end.
A lovely breakthrough there from Louise Pollard, but sadly lost.
Yeah, possession now again. Go. Beautiful ball down the line, beautiful pass down the line, I should say. And it's Siri Rosendahl that has it for TUB. Gets the pass away to Kirsten Fossum, who's been very prominent.
Will Lou Pollard get up for this?
She hasn't been able to, and it's another score for Sophie O'Brien. Gravity giving a signal that they felt it was a fair call in the end zone. So that's a hat-trick for Sophie O'Brien. I'm glad we've got her name 100% right now, given the amount of prominence she's shown in this game to date. So 3-2, a very even contest, Aoife, with TUB maybe just finding it that bit easier to score at the moment.
Yeah. So it's point for point at the minute. It will be very interesting to see if any of the interceptions will turn into scores. That's really ideally what Gravity would want to have done there. And it could really change up the game. So 1-for-1 at the moment. A good game, a nice evenly matched game so far.
Gravity getting their offense sorted as they'll take possession from this pull. And once again, it's Hannah Linney on the TUB side that will take the pull and restart us here. Of course, it's IFDA Women's Ultimate Frisbee All-Ireland Championships here at the University of Limerick in the North Campus at UL. Of course, brought to you live and exclusively on Pundit Arena's Facebook page. Match 3 in our streaming of all 6 games. They'll be streamed live here as Hannah Linney gets us underway. 18 minutes on the clock.
And that's a decent pull there.
Brings us to just past halfway. And a turnover of possession with Lizzie O'Sullivan to take the first possession for
lovely movement there now.
Up to Samira Smith. Her first interaction in the game.
Oh, yeah.
Smith
that's
now
actually
looking for
Clodagh
runners.
Keeley. I think she might have changed her number. So
Clodagh Keeley was down as number 8, is wearing number 4. That's the knowledge of Aoife Blake. And it's working through the lines very fast here. Katie Smith with possession.
Yeah, Katie looking to swing it.
2 Katie Smiths, 1 in each team. That's the Gravity Katie Smith. Gets it to Claire Pugh. And again, Gravity, having initially moved down the pitch quite quickly, have been slowed down by the TUB defence and have forced the turnover. And that, you have to say, is brilliant defence from TUB.
Yeah, they're doing a great job of just shutting down their players. Even there, Katie Smith was kind of stuck in the sideline, didn't have many options to throw to. They managed to. Claire got it off her in the end, but didn't manage to convert. So here we are, TUB on offense.
Yeah, it's Eva Hansakova. It's not the best
great
pass.
grab. Great recovery there.
From
Sophie. That's from Sophie O'Brien. Oh, or no, that's Izzy.
Yeah.
Confusing with the numbers here, but we're doing our best. Here's Claire Pugh again with a deep put down. That's just slightly misread. There might be a little bit of wind. Bobbing the disc up here. Hard to tell from inside this little box. So TUB come out on offense again. We'll see. So she's just making her way back to the front of the end zone there, where she must take her throw from.
Yeah, turnover in possession again as TUB through Eva Hansakovic. Just intercept, little flick from the gravity defense and force another turnover in. Again, plenty of turnovers in this game, but again it shows how evenly matched the two teams are.
This is it. And also just there have been some close calls just with slight fumbles of the disc, which I suppose half comes down to experience, and also just we've all been out of playing for a good year and a half with COVID, and just the last few months have been getting back into it. So we're all having our moments here
Claire
today.
Pugh with the long delivery into the end zone. It just couldn't go their way. It was Katie Smith trying to get in and get her hands on it, but unable to do so. So another turnover of possession. It's Alva Gill who picks up the disc, and she's going to start this possession for the TUB side.
A bit of a poach from Lizzie here.
Yep, turnover possession. Great pressure from the gravity defense again.
Absolutely.
And they have possession of the disc now deep in the TUB territories and close to their end zone. So a chance for a score here to level things again. It's Lizzie O'Sullivan has it. Goes sideways to Claire Pugh. Goes across again. Chance here. Risky pass, and it's not going to go
lucky.
Gravity's way. So TUB able to defend that one again. It was Alison Mersch that was closest to it from a gravity point of view. And the gravity 3 side. Izzy.
We've Izzy on the disc here. Looking to see what options she has upfield. And Lizzie putting on good defence here.
So it's Izzy Ha with
almost.
The risky one, and it's not gone to plan for TUB. It was Justina Chivodka. Wasn't able to take it. Quick pass in. It's nearly in the end zone. The pass came from Claire Pugh. It has been given as a score.
Yeah, smack bang in the middle of the end zone there, I think.
So level again here. Gravity. Another score for the gravity side. We'll just confirm we scored it now in a sec. It was the turnover quickly taken up by Claire Pugh. Pass came in, and it's Aoife Murray that has got the score for gravity 3. So all square again, and we're seeing both sides punish mistakes when it's close to the end zone.
This is it.
Aoife Murray getting that score on the board for gravity 3. So a very, very even contest, 3 points each as we head on towards
our next point.
Just 23 minutes on the clock, and very hard to separate the two sides, Aoife.
It is, and what I think could happen is like Gravity 3 getting a lot of D's, intercepting it a lot from TUB, but just not managing to convert it in the end zone. Just a couple of fumbles here and there. So if they can, maybe be a bit more patient with it outside the end zone, not be afraid to recycle it back to somebody else outside it. But we'll see how the game picks up.
Lou Pollard.
Nice enough pull there from Louise Pollard.
Again.
Just to around the halfway point.
Yeah. Giving our defence a chance to put pressure on. And the movement from Kirsten Fossum again. Gets the pass away to Siri Rosendahl. Again, back to Fossum, who's having a very prominent game, and that's the pass.
Is it nice and easy for it? It is.
It is indeed, and it's another score. Katie Smith on the TUB side this time has got them immediately back in front. So a very quick response from TUB.
Yeah, and they made light work of it. And a nice crossfield throw there.
Made it very easy for Katie Smith to take that without any marker near her.
Absolutely.
Even Claire Pugh, with a bit of respect for the movement, a good cut from Katie Smith to find herself in that space. And just going through it again, it was Siri Rosendahl into Kirsten Fossum, and Fossum, who's been probably the most prominent player on that TUB side, into Katie Smith, and the easy task. We just see it again there, Claire Pugh acknowledging the good play from TUB, which of course is very much in the spirit of the game.
Absolutely. And we'll see a lot of that even with the calls. If there's any foul calls or anything like that made, there is and should be a good respect between the teams. And as you said, it's a small enough, well, a growing community, but small enough community that we'd all kind of half know each other on the various teams.
Izzy Howe with the pull there for TUB and deep into Gravity 3 territory. So it's Claire Pugh that with the pass straight down the line into Clodagh Keeley. Keeley now.
Oh, a bit of a clogging of space there from Gravity, but it has come off.
Pollard with the take. Getting it across to Claire Pugh, crossfield pass. Pugh looking for the end zone. The throw is good. The catch is good as well. And it's Hodel Hurley, or Hoddle Hurley, I should say. And that's the equalising score immediately. Score for score at the moment. And again, further emphasises how even this game is.
Yeah, so both teams kind of coming together on offense a bit more now as the game is progressing. A little bit of loose defense here that, they might try and gain a bit of ground.
Another excellent score from that Gravity side, and really as the sun tries to come out here at the University of Limerick, both sides really putting on a great show in the opening 26 minutes here of this match 3 knockout game.
I think this is it's just such an evenly matched game here, which is just great to watch. So we had our group games this morning, and so now it's all to play for here in this crossover.
It's win or bust for both teams here. Lose, you're going home. Win, you're into the next round of the knockout stages. As Katie Smith.
Oh, that's going to roll.
You think that's the second time we've seen that type of pull from Gravity? You got to think now it's a deliberate play.
I suppose we've no way of knowing.
Sophie O'Brien with the pass now to Siri Rosendahl. Backwards she goes. And long pass heading in. That's not going to stay.
It's going to go out.
It's a mistake on the TUB side with that pass. So it's a turnover of possession again.
Yeah, and let's see now if Gravity can convert this. Would be a big moment if they could, and try and get themselves in the lead.
There's Lizzie O'Sullivan there. Back to Clodagh Keeley. Keeley, as mentioned, advertised as wearing number 4, but definitely wearing number 8. It's Katie Smith now in possession for Gravity 3 up towards Alice Chambers. Chambers looking at her options in front. She may be forced to go backwards here. Just a little flick to Lizzie O'Sullivan. Up again to Keeley, and it's good work from Gravity working through their processes. Trying to make their way deep in territory. It's good defence.
Yeah, stall count is high here. She had no option. Oh, and it's taken down.
Brilliant take from Katie Smith. Really good pressure from the TUB defence. Thought they were going to force the turnover. Didn't happen though.
Yeah, they definitely put on the pressure. It was a high stall throw, but great stuff from Gravity to pull that off.
They work towards with Lizzie O'Sullivan to Chambers. Chambers already on the score sheet for this Gravity side. Alice Chambers, plenty of players in the end zone. She's looking for the pass, goes backwards to O'Sullivan. Back to Chambers in a bit of space. Still looking to find a teammate. Has to go short, and it's dropped.
Lucky there for Clodagh.
Mistake from Clodagh Keeley. Just a drop. It was just the pressure again from the TUB defence. Really performing at a high level, and they have change of possession. They're going to go along with this towards Siri Rosendahl. 50-50 pass. Good work there from number 37 on the Gravity 3 side. Don't have her name to hand at the moment.
Yeah, there's a few misnumbered people here. Possibly Hodel Hurley.
So we'll try and get that confirmed from Gravity 3 as well. But it's been another turnover possession. They've gone long for it. Katie Smith trying to get in for a second score. Trying to be helped out by Catherine Sheehan there as well. But it doesn't go to plan for this TUB side. As the wind picks up a bit. For the first 2 games of this morning, there was absolutely no wind on the pitch. It's definitely starting to pick up, which probably is having an impact in this game as well, Aoife.
Absolutely. I think both teams a little tired.
It's very noticeable
and
that there's a few cheeks being blown.
Absolutely.
As we get underway
Let's
again.
see.
Possession with Clodagh Keeley. Little slip there from
Oh, and
Liam
an
Main.
interception there.
Interception from Siri Rosendahl, and a chance now for TUB to go ahead again, deep in territory. It's Sophie O'Brien has options.
Well marked there
Very good defending.
by Alice. And a turnover.
Pass towards Siri Rosendahl. Doesn't go to hand, and a turnover in possession. 30 minutes on the clock of this absorbing, low-scoring contest. 4 scores apiece. And
both teams you'll see walking up to the disc quite slowly, trying to conserve a bit of energy, or kind of give each team a bit of break,
yeah,
a bit of a rest.
bit of a rest
They've
needed.
been,
As Aoife mentions, plenty of games. These sides have both played 2 group games already, so this is their 3rd game alone, and having to get to this stage. Plenty of other games going on as we're commentating on this around the North Campus here in UL. Forced, it was a good take, a fair take from her angle here by Clodagh Keeley. Brilliant take from Lizzie O'Sullivan's pass. Just managed to stay in bounds and gets her pass away to Katie Smith. Been marked tightly by Catherine Sheehan.
Katie not looking like she's feeling under pressure. Happy out holding that disc.
There's a turnover there. And
Turnover.
it's a good take. It's
Niamh
Meighan
Meighan puts it deep to.
Yeah, the pass is there. It's dropped
and
from
it's
Catherine
dropped.
Sheehan under pressure. Under pressure from the defender back there. I think it was Katie Smith. Yeah, it was Katie Smith. Just getting the pressure in. And a great pass downfield. But Katie Smith doing her diligent defending. And Clodagh Keeley will go back to pick up the disc. And as you mentioned, Aoife, there's no rush to do anything in this game at the moment. Definitely both teams feeling the pinch, and you can just see the expression on Clodagh Keeley's face on screen, where she's definitely feeling it a little bit. And of course, on these AstroTurf pitches, it hammers the legs that little bit harder than a grass surface. Could be an interception here. No interception, but a turnover in possession. Alice Chambers unable to grab the disc, and there's a
nice upline cut here.
Good pass into Siri Rosendahl. So O'Brien to Rosendahl. It's a score again for the TUB side. Rosendahl has created a couple of Sophie O'Brien's scores, and Sophie O'Brien on this occasion has returned the favour. Again, a turnover leading to a score, and again further evidence of the tiredness in both teams maybe.
That's it. And that was she really got yards and yards free there on her upline cut. Great work there from TUB offense.
And a perfectly weighted pass by Sophie O'Brien as well, Aoife. Just easy for Siri to run onto. Lovely forehand pass. And just an easy take in the end for Siri Rosendahl. That again puts TUB in front. So the even game, tit for tat. And very much you score 1, we'll score 1 to equalise very quickly. It's been that way the whole way through this game. All 33 minutes of it, and it's TUB who hold the slight advantage as Hannah Linney about to get us underway. The time from the game advisor says she's 15 seconds to take this pull. She's certainly in no rush.
Yeah. And she also has to wait here. You can't see on screen now, but once the defence is ready, they have to put up the hand. They have to wait for the offence to put up a hand, and if they don't, here we go. The pull has to be taken.
Yeah, Hannah Linney gets that pull away. It's a high one. It's going to drop though. The wind taking effect of that, as you can see on screen. Just dropping well shorter than she intended. So it will be Lou Pollard that has the disc for Gravity. Short pass. And it's now in possession.
And both teams going for a man-to-man defence all the way along. Oh, and it.
Interception.
Oh, interception, but lost. Is there a
will
call?
Still be for TUB by the looks of things. Yeah, it's Hannah Linney having a discussion with Lou Pollard. Of course, this is very much to explain the spirit of the game as well. How both teams, as the game advisor comes over, both teams will discuss this between themselves. Yeah. And the decision is that TUB hold on to possession.
So that was, I imagine, was a foul. So a Gravity player fouled her, hence she lost the disc. So the disc goes back to her as it would.
Yeah, it was Erica Dolan putting the pressure on. It was a throw and hope, I think, looking for possession there, TUB, but doesn't go to plan. And Claire Pugh will take over possession for Gravity. Finds a pass straight away to Hoddle Hurley. Hurley now wearing the number 77 jersey on this Gravity side. Good, very forced pass into Lou Pollard. 2 defenders on Pollard. Still managed to come up with possession.
That's it. They're stuck on the sideline at the minute, getting it a little bit away from there, which is good. Back towards the sideline again, which is just what TUB want.
Yeah, it's very
forcing them
impressive
over
stuff
there
from this TUB side in defence, as Lou Pollard struggling to get this one away. Gets it to Claire Pugh, though, just in time as the count was running towards 10. Claire Pugh now with the deep throw into the end zone. Chance there, and brilliantly taken by the number 24. Not sure who that is on the Gravity 3 side. We don't have a number 24 on their team, so we're not sure who's got that score, but it's a well-worked score either way that levels things here for Gravity. And score for Gravity. So the number 24 on that Gravity side getting the score. So we're all square again at 5 scores apiece. Yeah, it was Samira Smith we've just had confirmed. Was listed to be wearing number 4, but as we know, Clodagh Keeley's wearing number 4. So just a change of jerseys that thankfully Aoife Blake has managed to sort out for us here in the commentary booth. But that's the score for Samira Smith. And that's again, Aoife, we're level again. I mean, I don't think we're going to see as close a contest for the rest of the games. I'd be surprised, because this really is...
Yeah, it's 1 for 1. And also Samira Smith, this is her first tournament, so that's a big that's a great moment for her to have caught that score. So it's really good to see beginners coming out, especially after we've had such a long break of play.
Again, Katie Smith with the rolling, so that I think the third time we've seen that. It's definitely a deliberate tactic from the pull, just to cause a bit of confusion as TUB go on the attack again.
That's it. Anna Farrell with the disc. Back she goes to
Fossum again. Kirsten Fossum now into Niamh Megan.
Niamh Megan. Another very quite experienced player here on TUB. Yeah, able to get it off there to Fossum again.
Foot to just get a different angle. Back to Fossum. Now it's Farrell. And they're getting their passes away quickly here. Siri Rosendahl just dummy to throw that one. Lizzie O'Sullivan with the pressure on now. She's running out of time here. Siri Rosendahl gets a good pass away, but it's not won by Anna Farrell. So there'll be another turnover. And good defending from Gravity there. A switching play around, getting a man marking defense on the go there, putting the pressure on and forcing the turnover.
A nice break there from Lizzie O'Sullivan. But
intercepted. Doesn't go 2 hands from Gravity trying to win it. Neither player able to take possession, and that's Sophie O'Brien takes the pass from Kirsten Fossum. Back again to Niamh Megan. And it's Fossum. He's been very prominent from a creative point of view on this side. Puts this pass into the middle. That's Catherine Sheehan now looking for that pass into the end zone. The run from Katie Smith is blocked. Goes again into the end zone. It's just too high. That occasion looking for the prevalent Sophie O'Brien, who's a hat-trick to her name already in this game. Looking for her 4th score, but the pass coming in just that little bit high, Aoife.
That's it. And there's also a little bit of clogging of space there in the end zone. It is a hard, it's I just feel it for everybody for having tired legs. This is the first tournament I haven't, I would love to be playing at this tournament, but you have to have sympathy for the legs at this point in the day when everyone is one game after another. They will have a break after this.
Yeah, it's a very difficult thing to be playing 3 games in the space of pretty much 2 hours.
2 hours, 3 hours. Yeah. So,
and that's only the start of it. It's taken into possession by Erica Dolan. Gets the pass away backwards again, looking for Dolan, but it doesn't go to plan. Also in there was Alison Mersch. And
a big put here from Niamh Megan into a good
just a block from there. Katie Smith just getting her hand on the disc, making sure no TUB player got anywhere near possession of the disc. So another turnover in possession as we're coming up to the 40-minute mark. And Aoife, we could be heading towards an extra point score at the moment. It'll be the tightest one we've seen. the first two first two games we streamed, I should say, earlier on. Both
There
went
was
to that. There was
more
a
of a margin.
12-5 victory for Rebel 1 over Pelt, and a 11-7
I think that might have been
victory.
13-5, but I could be wrong. But anyway,
Yeah.
more of a margin, that's for
Yeah,
sure.
that's it. Like, and then 11-7 in our second game between Gravity 1 and Flame. So this one's certainly the more tighter of what we've seen on the stream so far. Of course, the IFDA All Ireland's Women's
Lovely
Ultimate
grab
Frisbee
there.
Championships, brought to you live and exclusively from the University of Limerick, with Pundit Arena, as Kirsten Fossum gets a brilliant block, an interception there as Gravity launched an attack. Of course, these games on the Pundit Arena Facebook page. So leave your comments and support messages for all the teams and all the players.
Oh, a
as we
nice
go
give
on
and
through
go
the day.
there.
Yeah, Fossum and
And
Rosendahl
lovely
combining very well. Beautiful pass in from Fossum, again creating a score. And it's the first one for Catherine Sheehan. And a brilliantly worked score again, acknowledged by the Gravity player Katie Smith. That was a brilliantly worked score. Brilliant work from Fossum and Rosendahl combining before the final pass in from Fossum.
A
Taking-
lovely weighted throw here now from Fossum. Just perfect touch on that. Just gets where it needs to go.
That's exactly where it is for this TUB side. 6-5. They go into the lead here. And so, yeah,
So Catherine Sheehan coming down with that.
So very happy to get the score. Erica Dolan gets a bit of encouragement from her teammates on the sideline.
And Ellen
gets back.
Gary here, ready to take the pull.
Yeah, first time we've seen Ellen McGarry take the pull. So we'll see now if they follow the Gravity suit of rolling the disc along the line, having thrown it, or maybe that's just a speciality for Katie Smith on the Gravity side. We'll wait and see. But the TUB's tactic so far has gone long and high, and they're
Oh,
following
here we go.
that tactic yet again here. But it's very noticeable in this game. It hasn't been the case in the other games. There is a breeze going from right to left as you see it on screen, and the initial pulls are not going as far as they were, as Lou Pollard takes possession for Gravity, goes backwards to Claire Pugh.
And so the lovely
Beautiful
cut
pass.
there
It's Hoddle
from
Hurley.
Hoddle.
Takes Hoddle Hurley takes it into Alice Chambers. The pass, initially the long pass from Claire Pugh, as Chambers flicks it back to Claire Pugh. And Pugh now, options are limited. Good tight marking from TUB. She goes short. That's Samira Smith. Poor throw from Samira Smith. Just didn't come out of the hand at all. Well,
That's it. And as we said, it's her first tournament. She does not have the experience of a lot of the other players on this team. So it is hard, especially when there's that bit of wind. It makes throwing just that much harder.
it's Izzy Hagen Luger finding that pass to Eva Hansakova, I should say. Eva gets that pass. Now back to Izzy Hagen Luger. Izzy with the pass now.
And I think that was the time whistle just went. So it's going to be finish this point and add one to that score, to the highest score there.
So
Oh, a
taking-
good bid there.
Yeah, it's Sophia
but not
Bryan
successful.
with it now. Chance for TUB. The pass though brilliantly flicked away by Claire Pugh. So chance now for Gravity to go
Oh, and a
quickly down the
lovely-
pitch. The pass from Pugh is absolutely perfect. Taken in by Erica Dolan. Dolan's looking for runners off her shoulders. Claire Pugh has it. TUB managing to get defenders back into the zone, but Lou Pollard has a bit of space to try and get a pass into the end zone. The pass into the end zone is intercepted brilliantly back there by Sophie O'Brien. And
Erica Dolan on the force here. The wind definitely picking up here.
yeah,
In
we've
UL.
noticed in our notes in the commentary booth here, just flying everywhere. But we're okay. We can still see the score is 6-5 to TUB in timed whistle, as Aoife Blake said. Gone, and it's all about possession now for this TUB side. A score would be brilliant for them right now, as Hansakova passes it into Justina Giwatka. Giwatka with a risky pass to Izzy Hagen Luger. Again onto Giwatka. Pressured by Samira Smith, but TUB holding on to possession confidently. Izzy Hagan-Luger with the pass over the top and in between two TUB players that goes. And the turnover of possession to Gravity. They go long again with Claire Pugh. Samira Smith is downfield, but the wind takes hold of the disc and right over the sideline, out of bounds. And the wind picking up is definitely causing an issue for the teams. Before the start of that game, if that would have went straight down the middle.
Absolutely, and it's just that even that a lot of these throws coming out over this sideline.
Noticeable tiredness playing his part as well. As
and
Sophie O'Brien with the pass, not won by TUB, so another quick turnover.
Yeah, and having a little trouble, I think, just reading these long throws, having to just read where they're going to go. I suppose with that added breeze, makes life more difficult, especially for the less experienced players. So here we've Alice
Chambers. Trying to pass away to Erica Dolan. Now it's Samira Smith, scorer on this team on her debut.
Getting a nice pop pass there.
Yeah, just a quick one to Alice Chambers. Good work from TUB. They're forcing Gravity 3 backwards, but good cut from Claire Pugh before she goes long into the end zone. It's
and
over
this
there
is all
towards,
about the read,
caught. It's a
and
brilliant
it's
take. It's Hoddle Hurley with her second score. There's a dispute, and I think we've a call that's out of bounds here from the game advisor. No, it's given the score. Plenty of signals. The score has been given for Hoddle Hurley. We'll look at it on the replay here on screen, I should say. Pass coming to Claire Pugh. She'd been trying it several times. Gave the call into the end zone.
That's a good throw. It
was a good throw. Izzy Hagan-Luger was trying to get back and put the pressure on from a TUB point of view, but Hoddle Hurley was there, and that's her second score for this side. So
super stuff.
Yeah. So all square again here.
Oh yeah, I don't think there was no risk of that being out of bounds. I think they might have misread the lines.
Oh.
So the end zone is ending at that orange cone down at the bottom. I think they might have just mixed up. There's two lines at the back. I think that's all that was there.
That's the GA pitch here in UL, just a mix up of lines, and they're permanent lines on the pitch on the AstroTurf. So there's no moving them lines today anyway.
So good news for Gravity anyway.
Yeah, all square again. 6 scores apiece.
Louise Pollard here to take the pull. I'm sure she might let this one roll as well. We'll see.
Lou Pollard looking
and off it goes. Not too much
Katie
progress here.
No. So TUB will take possession deep, outside of their own half. It's Sophie O'Brien. Short pass from O'Brien to Siri Rosendahl. Rosendahl to her captain, Niamh Megan. Low one's not a great pass from Niamh.
Slight misthrow there.
Looking for Catherine Sheehan. It didn't go to plan from TUB's point of view. So a chance now for Gravity.
So Louise Pollard walking up to take control of the disc, and
it's taken well.
Nice action.
So the Keely outside to Aoife Murray. Murray back to Pollard, and Gravity now a patient attack.
Yeah. So Louise is looking up there, wants to see what the cutters are doing. Clodagh
doing the same thing.
Not too many options for her there.
Maybe forced to go backwards. She's under pressure for time here. Has to go backwards and sideways to Claire Pugh, and we know already Claire Pugh can deliver a killer pass from there. Decides to go short to Pollard instead on this occasion. Pressured by Sophie O'Brien and forcing the count. Quickly, it's short pass to Claire Pugh. Again, the cutters on the run for Gravity, but there's nothing obvious so far. It's back sideways pass to Katie Smith before it goes back to Pollard again. Goes up the middle, brilliantly just flicked away by Kirsten Fossum. Kirsten Fossum has been a rock for this TUB side throughout.
She really has. She has got many a run through D here today, during this game at least. And a nice throw there off to
Siri Rosendahl. That's combined brilliantly throughout, but Rosendahl's attempted pass to Anna Farrell doesn't go to plan. Just that little bit forced maybe on that occasion from TUB, desperate to get back into the end zone, and the pass goes astray.
That's it, and both teams aware. So it's 6-all game to 7. both teams desperate to score this point and stay in the running
and
to possibly get in.
Even further than that, the fact that it's a knockout game as well, Aoife, just piles the pressure on that little bit more.
Absolutely. There will be placement games after this that they'll get to fight for their seed, but and that's a
pass from Claire Pugh.
Oh,
Aoife Murray has it now.
Here we go, and they want to take it nice and easy here.
Murray that has it again. Back to Claire Pugh. Go on, Aoife, you were saying just keep things calm.
Yeah, I think that's their best bet. So great progression up the pitch there. They'll want to probably just take it nice and easy, recycle it between their experienced players, but not to. Oh, excellent stuff from Clodagh Keeley.
That has won this game for Gravity 3. An absolutely exhausted Clodagh Keeley. It's the win for Gravity 3. And under severe pressure in this game, TUB led for large parts at different times, but there was only one score between them the whole way through, pretty much, and it's a score for Gravity. You'll see the pass from Claire Pugh. She went back, pivoted several times, went back to Lou Pollard. Pollard under pressure again, just a lovely forehand pass into the end zone, and that's the score for Clodagh Keeley.
That is it.
So that's the halftime score.
Oh, that's it. That's game.
No, I thought I heard the call from the game advisor saying halftime. Surely that's
Hang
the
on
game,
a second.
though.
How long? 50
no, that's 50
minutes.
minutes. Yeah, that surely is full time.
That's game.
Here, just a call from halftime. I think the fact that he saw the 7.
Yeah,
the score go up to 7. We've played 50 minutes. That has to be the end of the game. Just a mix up there in front of us. But either way, Gravity have. Yeah, Gravity have won this game.
Am I wrong here now? 50 minutes have gone.
No, time is surely up here.
Yeah.
We'll just double check in a moment now.
It is worth checking. So they did blow the whistle moments ago. That might have been 5 minutes to go or something. Okay, it is definitely not game. Hang on a second. Okay, that's only half time. This game, that was my mistake there. But games are 50 minutes. So there's a little bit of confusion about this here. The game advisor here checking about the time. Okay, half time over. So that was only for half time. That was my mistake there, John.
Yeah,
very sorry.
No, we have it confirmed now. Half time. He has played the 50 minutes. A very short half time. From a quick discussion with our other co-commentator for the first couple of games, Gemma Barry from TUB. The referee has indeed called half time. So it's only 7-6. I think we're playing to 8. So that's
that'll be game to 8. Yeah, there must have, I think there might have been a 5-minute whistle and then a time whistle. Anyway, I mixed that up. Okay, here we go.
What we heard, there was 2 minutes left. So.
Oh, perfect. That was it.
So
my bad there.
Confusion is over. We still have a game. So we're still bang smack in the middle of this enthralling contest. It has to be said. Such a tight game. And such skill involved in that last score from Gravity that we thought was the winning score. Still could prove crucial for them. That score from Clodagh Keeley. So 7-6 they lead.
Yeah.
And
so here we go.
TUB.
If TUB can level it, it'll be that next point win. So we will see.
So TUB restarting after half time. Of course, they would have had possession back if it wasn't a halftime call. So a chance now for Gravity to win this game with this possession.
And coming out on offense, they do have that advantage. If they can just keep possession and get that score in the end zone, they are away with it.
Yeah, Samira Smith with a good take, good grab from the number 24 on the Gravity side. Back again to Lou Pollard. Pressure by Siri Rosendahl. Good work from Rosendahl. Pivot from... That's a good take again there from Erica Dolan from that pass, but Dolan just maybe pushed it that little bit quick with the attempted forehand pass to the run of Alice Chambers, and just maybe rushed it a little bit, where a little bit of maybe step back a bit and take a bit of time with the pass.
That's it. I think at this point that would be, they might want to just slow it down just take the dump passes, which is your kind of backwards passes to the handlers,
But
and just work it up from there.
TUB immediately
slow.
on the turnover have lost the possession again. So Gravity with Lou Pollard will restart this again. So another chance for Gravity to get themselves in the end zone.
And TUB forcing forehand here, trying to make it hard for Lou Pollard to get that off.
Didn't manage, she
And
managed to
there
get
we
the pass
go.
off, but intercepted by Sophie O'Brien. So a chance for TUB. But again, a poor
and
pass. Hits the legs of Erica Dolan. And none the worse for that. Erica Dolan, she's perfectly fine. So Lizzie O'Sullivan will restart. So nerves and tiredness definitely kicking in more again as this game goes on, as Chambers finds Samira Smith. Smith now maybe forced to go backwards. It's
Good
not the
stuff.
greatest of passes, but it finds its target, and Erica Dolan back to Pollard. Being tightly marked again by Siri Rosendahl. Pollard goes to
And there's
Smith.
Samira Smith again. She'll want to pass it back here to Louise Pollard, and that's great decision making there.
It's definitely better build up from Gravity here. Patient. Katie Smith though with
just a miss.
I think she took her eyes just for that
Miscatch.
one little second, and it could prove costly as TUB will get possession back. And it's Izzy Hagen
Izzy
Luger.
on the disc, looking to see what her cutters are going to present.
Finds a pass to Hannah Linney. Hannah now looking for, as Aoife said, her cutters. Up in front, back to Hagen Luger. It's
Oh,
gonna
and
go
a
look for
nice
Linney
pass.
again. It's a good take. Collision between Linney and one of the Gravity defenders. So we're going to have a little break. It's Katie Smith that's down with Hannah Linney here. But just an innocent collision, nothing deliberate.
Yeah, I
Both
think it was
players
just a
going
little
for the disc.
incidental.
And a completely accidental collision. I think it was outside the end zone, even though
Oh,
Carrie
so that
played
would be
into
the
the end
question.
zone. So there's going to be a little discussion here. Hannah Linney is certainly saying she got the disc outside the end zone. She's just going to check on the welfare now of Katie Smith. Or Hannah Linney's in a bit of trouble herself, I think. She's feeling her head, so maybe a knock to the head for Hannah Linney here. So we'll have a little break in play. Yeah, the game advisor explaining that we can't play until there's a sub come on for TUB. But Hannah Linney certainly won't be able to continue by the looks of things.
So Ellen McGarry coming on to take her place. Hopefully
Hannah's
nothing
okay,
too
and that's
bad on over there.
a couple of her clubmates going down to check on her welfare.
And play resumes.
There's
Oh,
ball
a
in, and
nice,
it's
great
not
defense
taken.
there.
Brilliant defense from Erica Dolan. It was Justina Jivatka that was looking to get the score for her side, but it was intercepted. Little flick away by Erica Dolan, and that could prove crucial.
Oh, great
as Dolan
job
is
there.
there again. Defense and offense from Dolan. Extremely brilliant work from her as the long pass comes down from
Louise Pollard. I think that might have been her first long throw of the game.
Yeah. And into Claire Pugh.
And
Pugh going
off
for
we
the score.
go.
It's
To
Samira
him.
Smith has taken it. Looks
Ex-
a great score for Smith, her second. And that is it, definitely.
100%, that's the
100%.
game.
That's the victory
For Gravity.
for Gravity 3. Samira Smith with the winning score.
Yeah.
Her second score of the game. And
Yeah.
it proves Aoife to be the crucial one. That long pass from Louise Pollard into the run of Claire Pugh, proving crucial. They were able to work it very quickly. You see it here. Claire Pugh
Lovely
taking possession and had Samira Smith just too quick for Izzy Hagen Luger. Just had the run on her all the way into the end zone, and Smith was able to get the grab, good cut away from the defender, and that's the victory for Gravity 3, which puts them through to the next round. And
Yeah.
sadly for this very, very entertaining game, there has to be a loser, and on this occasion it is the Tribe Uproar Belfast side, TUB, who have gone down to an 8-6 defeat. But Aoife, a fantastic game.
Yeah, fantastic game, and worth noting just the variety kind of experience levels on both of these teams, particularly like their Amira Smith from Gravity 3. This is her first tournament. I think she played a blinder there in that last couple of, like, in the second half. Saw a lot of the disc and just kind of made wise decisions, not trying to do any kind of long throws or things that were out of her reach just a nice pop back to one of our handlers. And again, Gravity do a really nice job, a really good job of just getting like beginners playing and kind of just developing frisbee in general, women's ultimate, which is brilliant. And great stuff from TUB as well. Like, as we said before, they weren't able to field numbers of all their teams individually, so it's great to see them come together and just kind of get to a competitive tournament like this. We've waited a long time for a tournament, so it's good to see the numbers out here today. So Gravity 3 will now go ahead after the lunch hour. We'll be going ahead to a crossover to play the 4th seeds from earlier today, so that they might progress. If they can manage to beat the 4th seeds, they would progress to the semi-finals. But that will be a very tough game. If they think this one was a tough challenge, it will be a challenge. But they're doing well, playing well together, and sadly for TUB, they won't get that opportunity. They will get their placement games to try and get as high a seed as they can at this point. But that's it for that today.
Many thanks to Aoife Blake for commentary on that game between TUB and Gravity 3. She'll be back for the next game at 1:30, which will see qualifiers from both groups. She'll be hoping, well, she might be back depending on if Rebel are in. We'll know that shortly enough when we find out the other results. But for the moment, that's us from the UL for the IFDA Women's Ultimate Frisbee All-Ireland Championships. We'll be back at 1:30 for the next game. Join us then.